Hi, this is John though with the DNB Academy, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to make heavy detuned synths with Serum. Alright, moving on to our project, we're just gonna open a blank instance of Serum, of course, and we're gonna design some pretty cool synths. So if you're looking to make some neurofunk, you must have realized already that there's a lot of detune going on in pretty much most of the elements. It's something that neurofunk producers tend to play around with a lot. So that's exactly what you're gonna do here. And for that, there are a couple of techniques and post processing techniques that will allow you to make those sounds the way you want them to. So let's start off by choosing our first oscillator. And here we usually want something that will allow us to have a lot of artifacts. So something with a lot of harmonics, you know. Let's go. We could play like, let's get one octave upper. Give them a little bit of voices here on the unison tab. Can you hear the detune? All right. Now let's draw shape. This shape will be like our old sound because we're gonna assign this to every single parameter that we think it's fine to actually assign them to. So this will be like the shape of our synth in every single way. So even here, like on the detune. So we're just gonna not randomly, but we're gonna assign this to a lot of parameters that will give us this sort of shape that we want to. I'm actually go with something a bit more sharp, like this one. This sounds already good to me. So let's make an FM from B here. So we can actually grab some information via FM modulation from the oscillator B. But we don't want to hear the actual oscillator. So we're going to turn down the volume, like all the way down. So this way, we're just going to be affected by, as you can hear, the FM. And this brings this. So now we need to turn on our portamento and legato. So this way, not the legato, sorry, because we won't be able to play notes on top of each other. Make like, all right, I like this already. Or we can actually give this a couple of voices as well, and even like flip it. Yeah, I like it like this. Even if we make something slower, let's just use a filter so these tops don't hurt that much in your ears. All right. Okay, now let's move on to our processing rack here. Let's apply some distortion. Nothing too over the top. Let's also make it end a bit earlier so we can control the tops a little bit better. Bit of chorus. We can turn on our flanger as well. Just play around with the settings until you're happy with. We don't want something too overwhelming here, just a tiny bit of flanger action going on. All right, awesome. Now we can go and select another filter at the end of the chain. And here we can go to a miscellaneous section here and choose all passes. You see, this creates a bit of detuning and like repitching and the sample that it's always helpful to create these really cool sounds. Like, there we go. A bit of reverb won't hurt. Let's just be not too aggressive here. Just want a bit of room. All right, never forget we have our pitch here. Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure that out of this patch that we're doing right now, we'll be able to make so many different sounds. All right, just the final tweaks here. Everything seems good to me, but we can actually use the sub oscillator if we play it a couple octaves higher. Let's put it through the filter as well. Just an extra harmonic, you know. It doesn't do any harm, you know. So it's pretty cool. And we can actually put the delay after the reverb just for like a tiny. Let's link both sides and make it, yeah. Or fourths were okay. All right, great. So now that we got our patch pretty much done, we're gonna apply a couple of processing plugins, so we can have a bit more action going on. So I'm gonna go with Pro R, but we're gonna group these FX plugins into an audio effect rack, which can be done in any other DAW. So we can have our dry signal and our wet signal. In this case, it's going to be Pro R. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to remove this instance of Pro R and put it here. So this way, we always have access and we always hear our dry signal. So that way, we will never lose any power or impedance on our synth, you know. And with this reverb here, we're gonna go to the settings, and we've got these ambience ones, which I really like slapback ambience. Mix all the way up, since we're in parallel, never forget. You can give a bit of some tweaks here, but all right, great. Now, what I'm gonna do is just use frequency shifter for some modulation as well. We go to audio effects, got a pitch and automation, frequency shifter, but we're gonna put it outside of the chain, of the audio effect chain here. I'm gonna use ring modulation and choose the right frequency. Then you can automate this dry and wet, like just if you need to find like the right spot so it creates that sort of resonance that we need. So yeah, awesome. Now let's get a MIDI clip going, so that way I can show you what we can do with this when we bounce this out to audio. Let's play. You can actually even no, this is good. So all right. Okay, this is fine. Now we're gonna just resample this. So I'm gonna create another track, resampling, record, solo, arm. Let's go. Yeah, with barely no processing at all, we managed to get this really cool synth. And now you're left with this audio that can be edited on your DAW. So in Ableton, we usually go here to the envelopes, you got a clip, and you got a transposition. This spot, we can actually modulate the pitch of the overall audio sample. So we can make these really crazy automations to make this sound even more neuro-ish, if you know what I mean. But first, yeah. First, we need to set this to complex here on the warp mode. That way it's more precise. Now here we can actually make this ramp up like. Cool. Now we can chop this into different parts and make it sound like more interesting inside the own synth. I'm gonna apply a bit of reverb so it makes it just a bit more alive on a mix. So we can go like this part here and use it as a first. Like, let's go back here and use this here. We can go back to our mixing, our clip editing, and just fool around with the pitch until you're happy with the results. Or just like a simple, you don't have to be that complex, you know. Sometimes simple is better, you know. And in this case, that might be it, you know. Or even going down. See another stab here, like. Never forget, you can always use the transpose as well to make new hits. And I'm gonna reverse this one. So we can invert the direction and make like this swipe, which is really interesting. And we can actually remove this one. Get it lower, like. Then with more delay. So yeah, guys, there you get. This is how you make some detuned heavy synths with Serum. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.